My guest today is David Varga, CEO of Purple Trading. Hello, David.
Hi, Marcin. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Great to see you too.
Yeah, thank you for your invitation.
Could you tell us a little bit about the company you are heading, the Purple Trading?
Yes, absolutely. Purple Trading is the investment firm regulated in the European Union, based in Cyprus. However, it's a company with Czech roots. I come from Slovakia and spend a lot of time in Czech Republic as well. Purple Trading is the investment firm that was primarily established as a portfolio management company. We had the vision to connect money managers or strategy providers with the investors, especially or mainly on the FX and CFD market. And naturally, over time, since with this vision in mind and with this setup in mind, we had to develop a strong trading infrastructure behind. We also provide nowadays platform and various other tools for self-trading clients, which means clients who are trading by themselves.
So you personally are a person rooted in the industry quite well. You have previous experience in investment, in global investment company, and especially in Japan. Is that correct?
Yeah, partially yes. It's not that I would be working in Japan directly, but I am in the industry for more than 7 years already, and one of my previous projects that I participated was actually related to Japan, which is a very, very interesting market itself, as you guys may know or heard about.
Yeah, that's Mrs. Watanabe, right?
Sort of, yes, exactly. Japanese market is very, very specific. One of the reasons is a very big cultural difference, and only very few European companies can actually become successful over there. And the company I worked for before was one of them, and it is nowadays even a partner company of Purple Trading. And it's since Japanese clients are very, very demanding, you need a really big precision, very stable trading infrastructure, and offer various tools because, as we all know, Japanese culture and Japanese people are very high-tech oriented. So it gave us a very good opportunity and very good base ground to build Purple Trading out of this, and basically offer similar solutions, similar products, and similar quality to our European clients.
I see. So you are now going to bring some of Japanese quality and Japanese experience to the Polish market, right, and European market. Where the company, the Purple Trading, is operating, what are the major markets, major countries you are focused?
As I said, we have a strong Czech roots. So our primary market is Czech Republic and Slovakia. These countries are very well connected, as you may know. Currently, we are also operating in Italy. So Italy is another market of ours. And we are doing some business in Netherlands and the UK. And also Poland is now something where we see a potential, it's a market where we see, let's say, a small niche in the market where we can actually fit in and where we can bring some of the Japanese quality, as you said, as well.
Oh yeah, Polish traders require quality, that's for sure, because in Poland traders are very studying offers of brokers very carefully, and they are not easy clients. They are not agreeing on everything that broker has to offer. So wanted to ask you about what would be the main points of the offer that you would like to present to Polish traders to win their hearts and minds? Because yeah,
that's a good question. Well, besides what I already talked about, so the Japanese quality, the very stable and robust infrastructure, and so on. which further leads to very good execution, positive slippages, and this kind of stuff. I would say is also the approach we have, because we, as I said in the beginning, our vision is to bring or provide tools to clients for them to become more successful on financial markets, and we actually want our clients to be profitable, to be good, and to have good results, because we do cherish the relationship we have with them. For example, in our loyalty program and other benefits we give them. So that's another thing, and maybe the third thing I would say is, again, one of our roots, which was the portfolio management services, which we started with. We call it a strategy provider solution, and it's basically a very complex, but on the other hand, very easy to use and understand solution or package that offers very many benefits to asset managers, fund managers, strategy providers, whatever you call it on one hand, and also to the investors on the other hand, on basically the end clients, because it's very easy to use. As I said, it has certain risk parameters, so the clients always know what is the maximum they can lose, and so on, I can say.
Okay. But there are many points I would like to, take further from what you just said. But one thing that catched me was positive slippage, because you claim to be an STP broker.
Absolutely.
And so slippages on your on account while trading with you are not only negative or non-existing, but there can be also positive. Could you tell us a bit more about that? Where does it come from?
Well, I guess there's not that much to say about. We are not taking the positive slippage in our pocket. So obviously, if you take statistics, there usually is some positive, some negative slippage. We do measure it. We do even share it on our website, the statistics for the main or the major pairs. So the clients or even people interested in our services can always check how the statistics look. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't find this as a big deal in terms of technological point of view, because that's, I think, a natural part of the market. However, I know there are some brokers who don't give or who don't address the positive slippage to clients, and who take it into their own pocket. But we're not like that, so that's pretty simple.
So you can guarantee that 100% of orders from traders are passed through to liquidity providers?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
It of course doesn't mean that all trades have positive slippage.
Yeah.
That would be a nonsense. But there is a significant part of the trades that has or have positive slippage, and that had come, or all of the trades do come to liquidity provider. And yes, some of them do have positive slippage.
Okay, understand. I've seen that you have ECN accounts also in your offering. So there should be some ECN behind your backend, right?
Yes, absolutely. There is a liquidity provider who is allowing us to offer raw spread accounts, including some commission on top of that. Mainly we call them algo traders, so people who use EAs or automated systems are big fans of these kind of accounts, because the smaller the spread, the better their EA works. At least that's what they claim. So we do have ECN accounts as well, and they are pretty popular among algo traders, as I said.
Okay, and other accounts are no commission, but there is some spread markup, right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty standard. We even call it a standard STP account. So that's basically an average spread, no commission added at all. And yeah, these are the main two types of accounts we provide.
I see. And you've mentioned something also very interesting about investment services that your company provide, and they are actually where you are coming from. So from professional trading area.
Yes, yes, true.
Could you tell us more about those investment services?
Yeah, if you mean the asset management services, definitely I can tell you more about it. Even though 7 years ago, when I first joined this industry, I was intrigued by the idea that there are some profitable traders, successful traders, who can share their knowledge and experience to people who don't have time, who are not successful in trading, or who simply just have some amount of money and they just want to put them somewhere and don't care much about the day-by-day stuff, let's say. And we are, for those 7 years, we were continuing building this environment. What we can even call it like investment platform. So nowadays, as I already said as well, we have a selection of strategy providers or strategies.
So it's not like typical PAM account system.
It's not like typical PAM system. It's not like typical social trading, because we do handpick these strategy providers. We do make them pass the testing period, which is usually 3 to 6 months. They have to trade with their own money on our servers. So we do make sure that their trading is, first of all, not only luck of 1 or 2 weeks or months, but second of all is also that their trading is working on our systems, on our spreads, on our liquidity, because it can also vary and it can also mean a big difference for the client. So, and after this testing period is passed, we actually add the strategy of this strategy provider to our offer, and the clients, the end clients, the investors, can then find it in the very nice investment area of their client zone, client cabinet, let's say. And they can filter the strategies based on different parameters and basically choose whichever is the most suitable or interesting for them.
So you offer those strategies, so you have a license for asset management.
Well, of course,
correct?
that's absolutely right. Without that, we wouldn't be able to do that. So we are actually the ones with the portfolio management license. The client is making the agreement about managed services with us, not with the strategy providers. They are just like a supplier, we can say.
Okay.
So this solution is perfectly legal for both parties. The both parties don't even make any kind of agreement between themselves. So it's perfectly clean and workable. And those managers you have there, for example, right now, are they profitable or mixed? Should I do some picking of those? Well, you as a client, you have to make a picking. What we do on your behalf is that we do classify the strategies to some risk levels. Let's say low risk, medium risk, and high risk. We do the same thing with the clients themselves. That's called a Suitability Test, if you heard of it already. Yeah. So we do have low, medium, or high risk clients, and we basically match the strategies with the clients. So you as a medium risk client, for example, you can only use the low or medium risk strategies, not the high risk ones. But other than that, it's completely up to you. As I said, you can filter the strategies based on various parameters. You can see some top ranking strategies over there. And let's say today we have around 60 strategies available. I would say 5 to 10 are very, very interesting, are definitely profitable in last 6 months at least. And there are strategies that have even 8 or 5 years verified real account history. So it's definitely something worth to look at.
I see. So that's definitely good for traders who struggle on the market or who have some spare money.
Exactly.
Not used in their own trading, so they could invest in some more passive, diversified portfolio. But you also mentioned that it's possible to become a manager, and trade with own money for 3 to 6 months period and pass test. So if I'm a trader and having some not really big amount of money, but I would like to try or make use of my good track record, could I become a manager in Purple Trading? Or
well, not like this,
provider?
but yes. First of all, we want to see your track record, and if that track record is interesting, we move to the second stage, which is the testing on real conditions in Purple Trading. So as I said, 3 to 6 months, depending on the strategy or trading style.
After proving I'm successful before starting the
we
trial.
do verify. We do verify the history by logging into your account, seeing you place a pending order or something like this. So we do our checks for sure. We wanna see your trading on our accounts, on our liquidity, as I already said. Depending on the strategy, if it's a scalping strategy, it probably requires less time than if it's a position or swing or long-term strategy that places 1 or 2 trades per month. Then we need the longer periods to test it.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it. As long as we are satisfied after this period, we can add your strategy to the list we have. And then I have to say, you need at least 1 year verified history to become interesting for the clients, because the clients are sort of educated, and even though if you have magic numbers for a few months, they usually want to see you at least 1 year with a real history. So if on the other hand you do have a long history, long track record on the real account, it might be very, very interesting method how to get an additional capital and additional money for your trading and get some reward out of it, of course, because the strategy providers are rewarded by various means, either performance fee, could be a management fee, even a front fee, for example.
Who is setting the reward for the manager in your system?
It's a mutual discussion. We usually leave it up to the strategy provider, but if he's coming with some nonsense conditions, such as, I don't know, 70% of profits to his pocket, we kind of don't tolerate this, let's say, and also the clients would not be interested in this. So it's a mutual discussion. But if the strategy provider is reasonable, it's in his hands, basically.
I see. So clients can make money either passively investing or actively seeking to become either successful trader or successful strategy provider with you, right? And you've mentioned also the quality of the execution. So you run statistics, actually, how many trades were executed, not only with what slippage, but also how fast.
Yes, that's available on our website as well.
Okay, and would I get requote from you or rather slippage? How do you manage?
Rather slippage. I don't even recall we had some requotes.
Okay.
But the slippage is a part of the real market.
Okay.
So it's there. But of course it depends. If you trade news, slippage is more likely to occur. If you trade swing trades, not during the news but during calmer periods of the markets, you might not get a slippage at all. There is, if you check the statistics on our website, you will see that there is many trades with zero slippage actually. Okay,
and speaking of statistics, how many clients profit actually? How many clients?
That's a very good question, and it actually I'm proud to say this because it goes in line with the vision I mentioned already several times here. And the statistics of profitability, which is one of the requirements that ESMA imposed on the market recently, is that 25 to 36% of our clients is profitable. It always depends on the quarter when it is measured. And that's only retail clients. If we include also professional clients, one quarter we had even 40% of our clients being profitable. It is actually measured for the previous 12 months. So I can say, or at least I believe it's a very decent number. One of the best in Europe, I can say. And of course you can verify it on our website, or you can check other brokers, because every European broker actually has to publish it on its website.
Okay. Does it include also investor accounts?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And which one would be better to become in terms of statistics?
Yeah. In terms of profitability, investors are slightly better. I would say investors are 45. The traders were around 30. So altogether, it made like 36 one quarter. But even the self-trading clients, I think 30% of clients being profitable who trade by themselves, it's still a very, very good number, and not many brokers can say this.
Would you say that higher profitability is a result of your execution model or of the good execution quality that you have? Is it important factor in your opinion?
Definitely. I also have to say we are not the cheapest broker in the market because we are not the market maker, so we do have to live out of something. We are sort of average priced broker. However, the quality of the execution, the tools we provide to clients that help them with their discipline, that help them with risk calculation, that are, for example, directly built in the platform. And these kind of small details, I think, make the difference. But yes, execution is definitely one of the main reasons.
You said you are not the cheapest broker out there, but actually you have also a loyalty program, right? So building long-term relation with your clients.
Yeah.
I can pay lower commissions.
Yeah, thank you for that question. As I said, we cherish the relationship with our clients, not only by providing them excellent client support, but also rewarding them for staying with us for a longer time. So gradually, we have certain statuses, we call them, or levels, you can say, that after you, for example, are an active client of us for 12 months, you get slightly better spreads. After you are our loyal clients for more than 2 years, you actually become a VIP client with half of the spreads, let's say, or with 50% discount on spreads, which is very interesting. Of course, you can become a VIP client by some other means, like bigger deposits, for example, or if you are a scalper or a high-frequency trader, you can get better conditions as well. But yeah, we also want to reward the clients who are loyal to us, which is the base of the loyalty scheme. So
being loyal for a longer time period, I don't have to actually beat any deposit threshold?
No. It's either deposit threshold or the loyalty thing. It's not like you have to meet all the conditions. It's only one is enough to get the better, not only better spreads, but also other benefits that comes with this.
So you have such long-term clients. Do you have many of them?
Yes, actually, that's also some interesting number I can share. The average life cycle of our clients is 1.5 years.
That's quite a lot.
Which, again, comparing to other brokers, I think it's way above the industry standard, let's say.
That's nice. So, thank you very much for describing Purple Trading, and I look forward to see the company offering on Polish market.
Me too, and I hope to provide very good services and to get also very good feedback from Polish market, because we do care about the feedback we get. Thank you very much for your invitation, for your time, and hope to see you again sometime soon.